Hey guys, and welcome back to Pizza Joe and the Pussycats. In the last video, we went to Windfall Island, and we got a sail, and we met the nice people of Dragon Roost. And in this episode, we're gonna go and try to calm down that dragon that's causing all this mischief.
And try not to catch on fire.
Yeah, that too.
God, it's been years since I played this game.
It's okay.
It's oddly nostalgic for me, just because this is, again, really the first Wind Waker, first Legend of Zelda I really got into.
Well, stabbing people always makes me nostalgic too.
The first Zelda I got into was Oracle of Seasons, but I never beat it because I was a kid and stupid.
I was the opposite. I had Oracle of Ages, and for the first few years, I couldn't fucking figure it out. And then years later, I played it again, and I'm like, yes, I hate this!
My brother actually bought it on the eShop, and he played it. He's like, I'm just as stupid as I was 10 years ago. Because he was stuck in, like, the first little part, and he's like, oh, you have to talk to Din twice. Right.
I haven't grown at all!
I could have told you that, Steven.
So, this is the first temple. And pretty much every temple in this game is pretty straightforward. You know, you just push your blocks here, you kill people there. It's a pretty good introductory stage, I'd say.
I remember liking this temple a lot.
It says something about Pizza Joe that he could see a flaming giant pillar and just kind of go, well, I'm sane, I'll just go towards it. I would have seen that, not said a thing, and then turn around and left.
You know what? This is an alright birthday right now.
The male society can figure this out on their own.
It's too bad my birthday was a week ago.
Every day is Pizza Joe's birthday.
We have these little water jugs here, and when you throw them in the lava, they create these little platforms. It's pretty neat, but it's not really used all that much.
Did we get to ride another lazy river of lava?
No.
Because we need that. We need to waste more time.
I don't think we need another rendition of Mambo Number Lava.
Do we, though?
There is the remix.
I think we really do.
As much as I would love that. Maybe later.
Hello.
A little bit of lava and a chew.
They made the chews really cute in this game. Well, weirdly cute.
I hate their eyes. They look like, well, I'm glad they managed to keep up that design with the DS versions of the game as well.
They're stupidly cute.
You actually gotta be careful climbing up the ladder, because if you don't know that it's up there, first time playing through, it's just gonna knock you all the way back down.
What was that one hoping to do? When I dropped my sword, I'm like, jump on his head!
I don't know, he was in a jar and behind wood. If I never showed up, he'd be there forever.
So that right there is a good example of game design done right that things like Skyward Sword, Ocarina of Time did really badly. If we had Fi or Navi following us, we wouldn't, like, they would have just told us that sword can destroy that wood. But instead, in this game, they just showed us.
Yeah. The King of Red Lions does, like, drop in and try to tell you things, but he doesn't say, like, hey, you know, you should probably open that door, or anything. He just kind of just taunts.
Yeah.
You'll see a little bit of that later.
See, that's more of a tradition than anything. The character's just like, you're in a lava place. Well, great, thanks.
King of Red Lions can't exactly follow you anywhere. He's a boat. He's got limited movement.
He's a little lonely, but he somehow knows everything, too.
I detect a 90% chance that lava will kill you. The 10% chance, well, better go test it.
So I hope you like my rolling into the wall maneuver there to subdue the enemies for a second.
Which is totally why I do it.
You just get this call, Pizza Jerk, are you there? Pizza Jerk!
Boner face? Wait, I mean, Pizza Jerk! Pizza Jerk!
Alright, Boner Face, we can go with that.
Damn it!
Boner Joe.
Pizza shit.
A deep dish boner. We're such adults.
30 minutes or less!
Yeah, the youngest person here is 19, I think.
Language, kids! Oh.
So I unfortunately pushed that man off the cliff, but you know what? It was his fault.
That looks. I like it like you're bald now.
It just like likes the little tips of his hair.
Well, I didn't want a haircut today, but oh well.
I was thinking about being bald. Thanks, Volcano.
It is my birthday.
I thought it would be a cool little thing if, when the birds were flying by, they got shot by lava, and then when the lava disappeared, they were like cooked whole turkeys kind of thing.
Unfortunately, Wind Waker's not that cartoony. I took the time to stand there just to show his little expressions for a second.
Perfect place to stand around during an active volcano.
So you can sidle on this, but I prefer just doing this. Gonna do a little bit of lifting. Pretty good.
I love how games act like that's so easy to do.
Yeah.
I know, right?
That's what always threw me off about Uncharted, is that like even like you get like an old man with you and all these people that clearly never explored, they're like, all right, let me do monkey flips up this mountain like it's nothing, and talk casually.
The real question is where Pizza Joe got that muscles.
Yeah, no kidding.
And sometimes they're holding a gun while they're doing it.
I get you get that muscles when you're living on the streets.
It's at least got the excuse of cartoon physics in this one.
Yeah. Well, I guess the Uncharted did by action comedy, whatever they call that particular genre.
Well, that and Pizza Joe's lived outside for all his life, so, you know. Speaking of the King of Red Lions.
He sounds drunk. I find this power on down here. Fucking Blondie.
I thought he was gonna say, have you seen my filthy underwear?
I know I don't have an ass, but still, I want them.
So, I like before, the rats, I threw them the wrong way somehow, and it still got it. I don't know why.
Maybe he hiked it like a football backwards.
But he advises you to, like, bait them into giving you stuff, but all they do is they just give you, like, a little access to a shop. You could just buy more bait or another pair, which I don't need.
So you feed him bait to buy more bait?
Yes, and it's expensive.
I like its little bait dance.
Thank you. You should have asked for a hoi hoi parrot, and as it tried to push through the hole, it got stuck and it died.
I always hated those rats. And their long snaky tails.
I think I'm just more upset that I got hit by them twice.
You can almost treat the rats almost like they're another one of the races in this version of Legend of Zelda. Because you converse with them.
Yeah, after I fed them. The wrong way.
Yeah.
You also talk with fish.
Maybe all the creatures of this world evolved in different ways because the ocean was there. No room for Gorons, so we turned into rats.
The world got flooded, so the Zoras, fish people, of course, turned into birds.
I think you mean mailmen.
Science at its grandest.
Survival of the fittest. Us fish people can't survive in the water. We need to evolve.
The humans decided they couldn't live on these islands, so they turned into Gorons. I feel like you just walked with the bird and punched him in the face.
Remember, kids, stab the bird, get a key.
Remember, kids, when you get stabbed, do comedy poses.
Ah! I'm bleeding.
Not again.
It'll lessen the pain.
Well, I guess I'm dying.
I like that lung.
At least I did.
So, we found another joy pendant. Remember in the previous video when I said that, like, oh, there's a place where you can farm joy pendants? It's actually here, and the item we're gonna get later on is gonna be a huge help for that.
And I kind of like the item we get.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Those jars, if you hop into them and you show up on the other side, it's like a sort of like a fast travel sort of thing. If you've already been to an area before and you want to get a shortcut, you just jump in the pot.
You wouldn't think that by looking at a poison-colored pod.
Yeah.
You would if you'd played Banjo-Kazooie.
Oh?
First time I played this game, I half expected a genie to come out.
So this room is locked, and the only way to get through is to kill everybody, which I'm always cool with.
You're gonna do it anyway.
Yeah.
That guy was hoping to live by hiding in a pod. What a coward.
Hiding from a 10-year-old.
I love how when I'm trying to run into the wall, it doesn't work.
That was a good reaction. Alright.
Good reaction time. You looked before it opened.
It's almost like he didn't have to kill them, he actually pressed a button.
No, I had to kill them. I had to.
It's just for the means. You get a call from Redline, you tell him. Now we get a pair of boxing gloves.
Some rooms have little extra treasure chests. This one has a treasure chart, and with it, we'll be able to find where the treasure is. If you notice in the Great Sea, there's like these little shiny spots where you sail past them, you just hear like a little holy thing. We can't really do anything with it just yet, but the item we get in this dungeon will help us salvage. It's pretty cool.
I thought it was really cool about this game is that they took the Legend of Zelda items and gave them boat implementation. I thought that was really clever.
And they actually upgraded it and fine-tuned them in this game too, in the HD remake. Let's kill this little worm guy.
And not jump right back into the lava.
What I used to do, like in the original version, I would throw a jar right there just to clear that, but then when I realized that you could just jump it, I kind of felt stupid. I'm just chilling right there on the burning platform.
Well, you know, logic would dictate a 10-year-old couldn't jump with the 100 pounds of water.
Well, Pizza Joe is 13, so there you go.
His puberty finally kicks in. Yo!
Just every now and then with the chumps. Yeah!
Yeah!
You see me the shocked expression and his beard starts growing in slowly.
Pizza Joe, no, you didn't.
How did Medley get through all this?
Oh, we'll find out. There's the Great Baloo in great pain.
I think you forget that she can fly. Well, I guess we're not going back down.
She can fly for like 5 seconds at a time.
Don't ask how I was able to roll upstairs.
So she got one step up and got captured.
So here's their first mini-boss. It's just these two guys. They're not hard.
Don't know if that's a shock to anyone.
The music didn't even get time to start.
Oh, but there's also a second part.
Blue, you're not helping.
This guy's gonna actually give you a bit of trouble. I'm trying to throw it, and I used the wrong button, but I still got it. And he punched me. Rude.
I would too. I saw what you did to my bird friend.
Yeah, well, catch.
Bob.
Catch it with your face.
Oh shit.
I wanted to use the spear, and he punched me again.
Uppercut.
And every other time I play this game, I do that fight flawlessly, but of course, when I'm recording, I get punched twice.
Well, we gotta make it fun for the viewers.
That was Baloo's pearl. Now he's pissed off.
I can't have a punch out. I have to suck a little bit, I guess. So, Medley, what happened to you?
Fucked up.
Well, yeah, I kind of figured it. She says that she navigated through this temple with the special Rito tribe item, but the thing is, she can fly. So what is the point?
She's lazy.
But that requires more work.
She's a kid. She didn't think about it, okay? Leave the duck lady alone.
Fine, I'll leave the pigeon mailman lady alone because she's cute.
Quack, quack.
Oh, she's the cutest.
The only duck face we appreciate.
I mean, look, it's a grappling hook. You have to swing it, and then you have to, you got wings.
I find this is funnier. Just like, yeah, I'm celebrating your Baloo in pain in the background.
Wow, I got a grappling hook. Oh my god!
I thought it was as though she didn't have her full wings yet, so she can't fly completely, only for a little bit.
She ripped one off of Baloo while he was distracted.
No, she can always fly. She just doesn't want to. I mean, I had to throw her up here, remember?
Well, they never said she never got her scale. It just said the prince never got it.
Yeah, well, the prince is a loser.
I'm not defending the prince. He's clearly a loser.
Okay, so I'm playing with the little lamer here because the rope physics in Wind Waker HD are a little different. And since I'm playing this with the Wii U gamepad, I can either just have the grappling hook out and just move it with the analog stick, or I can just point the gamepad to where I want it to shoot. I tend to alternate between both.
Gamepad just sounds simpler, really.
Yeah, it really is good. It gets a lot of shit from people because like, oh, the Wii U's not selling. But you know what? For this game, it's really useful. I actually like the gamepad.
I'm gonna have to tell you, I've played a couple of the games for the Wii U, none of which have ever done the gamepad wrong. Of course, I played all good games, but still, like, they did the gamepads right every single time I played it. Like Mario Kart, it actually is really good.
I think it's mostly people are complaining just because they think it's gimmicky.
I agree, it is a little gimmicky, but at least it's being used correctly.
So, with the grappling hook, with the little, I think moblins, that's what they're called, I'm not sure, I just call them dicks.
I think bokoblins.
Yeah.
Dick Goblins.
Bokoblins. With the grappling hook, you can get a, the
Joy pendant.
The joy pendant. The joy pendant with, the grappling hook on every bokoblin. I don't know why they have them, they just do. Waiting for the bridge to break, there we go.
So a couple of things. Earlier you were walking around while in first person. Is that a HD edition?
Uh-huh.
I was about to say, I don't remember being able to do that.
Yeah, I was actually gonna ask about that because I didn't remember. Because later on, with the other items, you can, like, kind of... Especially later on, you can kind of snipe with the bow and arrows.
Also, are the joy pendants animated more in the remake? They seem more lively.
Oh shit!
No, I don't... Like, none of the items really stand out. They're just still joy pendants.
Because they seem like they're fluttering, and I don't recall them really doing that.
Well, I haven't really noticed, but we're gonna find like 40 of them.
It's in more important news. We've seen that Pizza Joe's indestructible.
Yeah, he got punched twice. Got shot by lava.
I like he was looking backwards disgruntledly as he was swinging.
Flew into a wall.
I like how I can just jump backwards without looking.
I didn't know you could hit him with the grappling hook.
You didn't try?
No.
Ugh.
I played when I was younger, so I just figured a sword.
Sword for everything.
Yep.
Ah, another great thing about the grappling hook. I don't have to stop and turn. I can just go. Thank you, rope physics.
God, that was obnoxious in that game.
Yeah.
It really slowed everything down for me.
That was the only part of the rope physics I didn't like in the game. And especially in that previous room back there, because I'd always end up fucking it up and landing in the lava. Because I was too impatient.
So, we're almost at the end of the temple here. It's pretty straightforward. That's why I'm not really explaining any of the puzzles. I mean, here you just have to hit the enemy and put it on the switch.
You have to not parry it, though.
Yeah, you have to not kill it, either.
Yeah, I had a hard time figuring that out.
You just went on a murderous rampage.
Oh yeah, I was just like, why isn't this working?
I always liked that enemy.
Okay, now you can kill it, Travis, now. There you go.
Don't tell me what to do.
Green Rupee, don't insult me.
Oh, don't need it.
And after you come out of that room, they just throw some fire keys for no reason. I mean, it's not gonna stop me.
Can you defeat our bats?
Nothing can stop you now, because you don't care anymore.
Yes, actually. Bob!
Pizza Bob.
Okay, so, you know, like, first time playing through in the new version, I was thinking, yeah, I can just swing up onto this platform. No, you're gonna fall in the lava. I fall all the time. You have to stop and climb a little. Just this one time.
Hey, Bonerface, you gotta go fast.
Da-da-da-da-da, you gotta go fast. Da-da-da.
Shut up, you boat! What do you even do?
Bonerface can really move. Bonerface has got attitude. How drunk are you? I have a boat alcohol level of I don't care.
My belly is cold. There we go.
Okay, that was kind of bullshit. I'm just gonna admit. I was just laying there like, yeah, I'm safe, but the bats just flew up and hit me anyway. And they just phased through the platform. Now it's just getting old.
The fire keys were just more like, how dare you touch that key?
But it's mine.
It's still kind of lame. I know you deal with bats, but here's fire bats.
Quick, use the last line of defense. Fire bats.
Fire bats. Crows.
That would have been effective, though.
Also like to point out, since we're 3 parts in, the freeform camera.
I never really noticed that before.
It's one of the really good things about this game. One of the reasons I consider this to be one of the best Zeldas in technical terms, because most of the other 3D games have had problems with the camera, like getting hung up on things. Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, they were kind of a bigger enemy than a lot of the actual enemies. But in this, because you're able to control it freely, it's not a problem in any capacity.
Yep. It makes this cool little noise, like choo. Okay, so now that we have the boss key, we can go and fight the boss right now. But instead, we're gonna farm for those joy pendants. So this is a trick you can do where you just gotta keep going in and out of these doors and just using the grappling hook, and you can get as many joy pendants as you want. However, if you kill them, they're not gonna respawn. You're gonna have to jump back in the jar and like exit. So you know, just do this for a little bit. I skip ahead. Now let's go fight the boss.
You should have shown the number 500,000.
No, the number's displayed on the gamepad. Well, I also could have just equipped it and showed it on the inventory buttons, but I didn't.
How many did you collect?
I only needed 20. I have 21, if I remember.
Are you gonna get a jar of lava?
You bet!
Thirsty!
Or a jar of scorpion worm.
I like us looking at you like, did you really mean that?
I was waiting for the parry, but I ended up hitting it anyway.
He's looking at you, serious?
And this is a Knight's Crest.
Yeah.
We're gonna need a lot of these later on. And they only have one use, but it's for something pretty cool. And I got another joy pendant, not like I need it.
There's an enemy that drops Knight Crests, but we don't see it for a little while.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long... Not super long, but we'll see him. The reason why I had my bottle on was for the fairy.
I always found something so cruel about this. Look how sad he is!
Yeah, this is the only game where they're just like, oh, I'm trapped forever, I
Why
suppose.
would you do that?
I mean, it sucks I'm in a volcano, but... That's just so wrong.
I got my grappling hook, I got my camera ready, let's fight the boss.
At least this lock disappears so it doesn't completely crush you.
And then you act like it's fine. I thought this was a really cool fight.
Yeah.
It's pretty clever.
I had a lot of fun with it.
So now we get to see why the Great Valoo is acting so cray-cray. It's not because of that, actually. It pushed me down. Rude. So, this is the first boss. He's not all that tough. But before I fight him, let's get a selfie.
It's an us-y. Thank you very much.
This is such a boring fight. Fuck. I like he's just like, hey! It's too bad you can't add, like, Japanese cutie marks to the thing and, like, little hearts and things like that.
Is the game paused while you wait to save it?
Yeah, after you take a photo, the game just stops, so you can just kind of have it there forever if you want.
Asshole!
You can't injure the boss right now. What you need to do is hook onto the Baloo's tail, swing around, jump off, and wait for a piece of the volcano to fall on him.
I think Valoo's expression looked like, is someone being a MySpace bitch down there?
Top 8 my ass.
I just like how he's surprised by this point, though, because every other time he's like, and that time he's like, hey, wait a minute, there's something down there.
How are you outweighing a dragon there, exactly?
With a grappling hook.
My 60-pound frame will pull on his tail like that.
This boss is legit really creepy looking, though. I think it's all the legs and the way they move.
I think it's just really beautiful, to be honest. Like, all the separate moving parts and everything.
Yeah. Beautiful and creepy.
If I recall correctly, this boss's name is Goma. For some reason, Wind Waker doesn't name their bosses. But they do have names.
I guess their names were, like, from Hyrule Historia or something like that, or...
No, I think you could find them, like, strategy guides. The second boss has a fucking weird name, especially for what it is. So, since 3 is the magic number, now he's ready to attack. Well, now he's open for attack.
Now he's ready to fight. Before you're just like, well, that's irritating me a bit.
So just use your grappling hook and stab it a bit. He's not hard. I'm gonna get a selfie with every single boss in this game. Just saying.
You better.
That was my goal. In fact, I did that during my first playthrough of this game.
See, this is not the first game. I've always been kind of... Maybe it's a Japanese folklore thing, but they've always had worm enemies that live in lava that freeze when they die. It's like... That's not the first game I've seen that happen before. Maybe it's a Japanese thing. Kind of like sneezing when you talk about somebody.
And Pizza Joe is super happy that on his birthday, he slayed a giant scorpion worm.
You can't keep saying it's your birthday, Bonerface.
It's always my birthday. Always!
The rest of his birthdays have been neglected. He needs to make up for it.
Being set on fire was one of the best birthdays I've had.
I love that picture of Pizza Joe being played by Grandma instead.
Yeah.
Going on an adventure.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh, my asshole feels fine now.
Volcanic diarrhea.
That clown flies down right into the dragon's face.
And all of that because something was messing with his tail. Who invited him?
Go back to your room, Komali.
It'd be funny if it's just Kamali walking by with a thing and just one of the birdmen shoves him down.
His dad.
Yeah, his dad particularly.
Medley, hi.
He's come to apologize for being such a little bitch.
Not good enough.
I just feel like just because they have those noses that way, they just kind of like,
I heard everything Medley had to say.
Well, that would make me want to hit him more.
I hope I can like you someday, Pizza Joe.
Because now his voice...
And I don't want to go up to the flying dragon because I'm scared.
Oh, fuck you.
I'm such a coward. Drowning in density.
I hate you so much, Prince Kamali, but thank you for the fucking pearl.
I'm the greatest warrior of this entire volcano. When Medley said like this, then...
why are we all adding like a little bit of a Jewish tone to that? It's not good.
Don't mean to.
Okay, so this is actually pretty interesting. In New Game Plus, the giant spiritual people like the dragon and other people we're gonna meet, they don't actually speak English. They speak Hylian, and you actually get to see the Hylian characters while you're playing in a normal playthrough. But because it's New Game Plus, we actually get to see what they say. And the Baloo just said, "Oh, great hero, thank you for saving me," and like used the hero's wind.
Oh god, my butt was on fire.
It's pretty cool because it kind of adds a little more to what, more to the legend, I suppose.
I'll see you someday, maybe.
Medley, you don't talk like that.
Oh, jeez.
There's a tingle bottle right there. I'm gonna get it, but it wasn't for me. You're gonna hear me say that a lot.
Let me by myself for hours.
Oh, by the way, speaking of the tingle bottles, I recorded the first 5 parts of this Let's Play, like, weeks ago, so you're not actually gonna start seeing new tingle bottles until part 6. Sorry.
Assuming we get any.
So, He wants us to point the wind to the east. Oh, by the way, this is me using it. Now every time when you conduct the Wind's Requiem, the little map is just displayed on the bottom right. When before it would just take up the whole screen and it would just be this giant compass right in front of your face.
Oh yeah, that was obnoxious.
It kind of looked like the king was gonna have you jump into his mouth.
Yeah.
Swallows you and just poops you out the back.
You have to point the wind south, or else he won't let you on, see?
No! I want it.
And that's what I was talking about in the previous video, where when you conduct it, like, a second time, you don't have to watch and repeat, it just takes you right to it. Which is great. So, we're supposed to go to the new island down there, but I want to go back to Windfall Island to get some cool stuff.
It's my guy!
See?
Before we get to any place, we have to meet Mr. Fish here.
Travis's favorite fish.
I love you!
This fish is actually pretty cool because what it does is that when you feed it bait, it paints the island of where you currently are on your sea chart. So, you know, you go to some undisclosed place, you feed it bait, and it paints you a nice little picture, and it gives them the location a name.
This is why it's dumb, watch. Just body slams into you and manages to paint. That's why I love him.
I'm your biggest fan. Ahoy, hoy, hoy, splash.
Seagull picks him up.
Bird grabs him out of the ocean.
Oh. See, this is why I always do that. Shane?
No, he's got ears.
Yes, he does.
Why does he have ears?
Well, if you noticed, every character has big ears,
But
big long
he's
ears.
a fish.
Gotta hear the waves, man.
I feel like Olivia's like collapsing into like I can't.
Whatever.
Of everything in this game, it's defective to Fish has the ears.
I think it's her artist side of her, just being anatomy. What the fuck?
Imagination, my dear.
So let's go back to Windfall Island. Let's just skip ahead. So the first thing we're gonna do is give Miss Marie here the joy pendants, because she's gonna give us something that's seemingly pointless, but it's gonna be important later on.
It'd be funny if she just wore all 21 at once.
Why does she have to have 21 of them?
She needs 20. I just happen to have 21.
But why does she need that many?
I don't. She just really likes them.
Just laying in a big pile of them. Wonderful splendid thing.
Now that I gave her the joy pendants, I got a cabana deed. I own a cabana now. I'm not gonna show you that for a while, but we have one, and yeah.
Wait, you work a low-wage job and you own a cabana? But you just gave it away for 20 of the same jewel?
Well, this is made in Japan. They respect teachers.
I go, yeah, that's right. I'm a millionaire!
Oh, that's true.
Our educational system actually works.
I mean, my students are still delinquents, but...
Say hello to your American slaves for me.
I mean, I hate Newspaper Johnny, but goddammit, he has a grade A average.
But I completely loathe Gazpacho Crunch.
I'm not even gonna bother to correct you on crisp. Just, it's crunch, whatever. I jumped off the cliff for a Tingle bottle and it wasn't mine.
Gazpacho Crispy Crunch.
There, that's his full name.
All part of a balanced breakfast.
Oh my god.
In the previous part, I called this guy a dancing dandy, I believe, or something. His name is actually Tot. And he has this amazing dance that he apparently learned from some guy that could change the day to night and night to day. And that's actually a pretty cool and useful song we're actually going to learn from him.
So that's where Elvis has been. He's been in Hyrule.
I don't know why he dances in front of a tombstone, but that's...
That is a little bit morbid. He probably beat a guy in a dancing contest, and as victory, he killed him.
And now he's dancing on his grave.
You can't actually conduct right there. Once you take out the Wind Waker, it just automatically does 3 bumps.
What's with the line on his face?
I think it's a bandage?
At first I thought it was his mouth, so I thought it was like super high. He was...
I think it's just this music thing. I know Adamant used to do that.
I like the idea that he learned this and then he did that little spin move and fell off the cliff.
No, I like the idea that he needed the rhythm, so he did the dance completely out of rhythm. No wonder it's not working for you, dumb shit.
What's with the Michael Jackson voice? Ow!
Nothing at all.
I like this stupid nod.
I love this line. his life is just slowly crumbling in front of him. That's great.
Not like this dead dude, but pretty close.
If I can't dance, what can I do?
You start clapping rhythm for him, just to, come on.
We're gonna use our new song here to make it night, and we're gonna enter this building here. Because here we're gonna get a pretty cool item that fixes a lot of the issues with the boat.
Meanwhile, the tides lose their minds.
And people just immediately go back home. They just, oh, it's the moon, fuck it. Nighttime.
2 hours later, nap time.
Okay, I specifically pointed up just to show you there's nobody there, right? So I'm gonna break these jars.
Why is Eskimo Joe in the rich guy's house?
I was wondering that too.
Well, that's because at night, this is an auction house.
Oh.
Here, you bid for items like heart pieces, treasure charts, joy pendants, and heart pieces.
I thought for a second he was going to be auctioning off all the rich guy's stuff in secret.
Here's another vase.
No.
Here's his daughter.
Oh my god.
So, the auction items are randomized every time. This is kind of like a speedrunner's nightmare because they always want to get the item here, and sometimes they get it in one shot, sometimes they get it in 3 or 40. If you notice in the back of the jars are still broken, it remembers that.
And Mario.
He takes off the hood just for this.
I like he has pigtails too.
Are those bows?
I was actually really lucky because here it is. This is the Swift Sail.
First thing.
The Swift Sail is probably the best item in this game. You know, besides all the other cool weapons you get later on, but this thing is awesome.
You got it on the first auction?
First show up. When I showed up, there it was. Because if the item you want isn't there, what you can do is end the auction, leave the door, and come back, and then they'll just have a new auction. You don't have to change the day or nothing.
Oh.
So the way the bidding works is that you have to constantly keep tapping the A button, and then you put in as many as you want to bid. The strategy here is to bid a little more than you would. Like, I'd say 13 and up is safe. Because when you do that, it stuns the other auctioneers, and then they can't bid. So the strategy is to bid a little more, and then have your meter high up enough, and then right before they get de-stunned, you know, they just go back to normal. You just put in a little more.
Wait, I beat my own bid, Son, do you know how an auction actually works? 200,000!
Hey, it works. I mean, I know there's a way, I think there's a way, not that I think, there is a way for you can get it, like, under 200. I don't know how exactly, I don't remember. I didn't practice this, I just went for it.
I think the idea is not to bid every 5 seconds.
You kind of want to do that, actually.
It doesn't take him that quickly to get unstunned.
And also, I can't actually control the meter. Like, I try to fill it, like, all the way up, and it automatically just moves by itself.
The idea is to just fill up the most part and then let it kind of coast.
Yeah.
You know what, I'd be like those adults. I couldn't comprehend why a kid would be outbidding himself. She thought she'd sneak one in, he's like, nope.
But the thing is, I'm also splurging because look how many rupees do you honestly think I'm gonna lose? Like, I don't care. I really don't. I'll get the money back.
His little happy dance is so cute.
I'm tapping pretty fast here.
He must be exhausted.
I was using my thumb.
I'm still happy.
I can't control myself.
Now I'm just trying to make him feel bad on purpose.
A kid has this much more money than any of you.
I won't be able to afford to send my kid to college.
Hope you guys have your aspirin.
I'm the only one who's been bidding, but yeah.
What? Who's gonna go next? Me? Well, okay.
I'll bid myself again. This is not insane.
You know what? I'll even throw in my boat.
Wait, what?
He's a dick anyway.
He can talk and he berates you. Who doesn't want that?
So you're basically just gonna hold up that swift sail like that parachute from Skyward Sword and float away.
But I got it. Okay, stupid thing. You can actually lose the swift sail, but the thing is, if you leave and come back and bid it again, it's up for auction again, and the auctioneer's like, well, the guy who bought this decided he didn't need it, and he gave it back to us.
Wow.
So why the fuck even bid for it if you're not gonna use it?
It's people just want things that no one else has.
But he doesn't have a boat!
I thought I had a boat, what can I say?
And then he's there in the auction and he's bidding for it again!
I thought there was something in the sale.
I got home and my boat was stolen.
You're an asshole!
I sold my boat to buy this sale. Mamma mia.
He feels destroyed.
Mamma mia.
I love this guy. They're like, hey, you know what the strategy to winning is? I showed you. I just did that.
You can't even comprehend how I did it.
I just obliterated you.
So, I'm the winner, right? Yeah, I'm the best. You know what? Before I leave, I'm gonna break these fucking jars. I'm outie. Oh, wait. So he decided to magically reappear for no reason.
I was sleeping.
Remember how I said that in the last video? If you break one, he's like, alright, I'll let you off, but if you do it again, he actually makes you pay. Since I broke all of them, and all of them are worth 10 rupees, I lost 80. That wasn't supposed to be part of the option.
Is 10 rupees a lot? I mean, like, in this world, he's rich. He's like, oh, those are highly prized 10 rupee vases.
You just got them from the junk shop down the road.
I mean, I'll get it back. I just gotta get on my boat. Later.
I can cut open your grass and get 10.
Hey, look, I just got 5 back.
I guess I can buy a vase. What?
Mic dropped. In your face.
No vase drop.
He holds it sideways, too.
Yep.
You buy your own vase, bring it in, and break it in front of him.
Okay, so, this is the Swift Sail. It is way better than the regular sail. It goes much faster, just for a comparison. Just gonna show you that. Oh, and I also want to show the salvage arm. Like the Wind Waker, it's also mapped to the control pad, so I have instant access, don't have to equip. Awesome. And also, the salvaging is a lot quicker.
5 times faster.
Look at that! I got 50 rupees back!
I can buy now 5 more vases.
I'll drop them all sideways!
I'll feed him to Valoo.
So, for comparison, here's the regular sail, and here's the Swift Sail. What makes this awesome is not only is it a lot faster, but the wind is always behind it. So now the wind's Requiem is kinda useless. Kinda.
Now. Like, that's all it took.
Yep. And if you keep tapping the button like this, you can go really fast.
Because it's slightly faster when you pull it out first time.
Yeah.
As I said, Bonerface, you gotta go fast.
If you notice, you can actually see the water, like, in front of the boat pushing forward.
And that's how you break the game by an hour in.
So, now that we got the Swift Sail and Din's Pearl, we're gonna go to the next location, which is located south of Dragon Roost Island. Should be fun.
No, it'll be a disaster.
You know, you should say the next time, we're gonna go to this area, it's awful.
Well, it's always a party with Pizza Joe. A pizza party, if you will.
Ice cream social.
A Joe party?
Where you just drink coffee together.
Man, I really need to open up a restaurant in like a foreign country and call it Pizza Joe's, and then have art of Link, but just a different color, then no one could sue me.
In China.
Well, you know, a lot of Latin cultures, they tend to like use characters that aren't theirs and just paint them on their shops and such.
Like, I found this great picture of a taqueria in Mexico called Taqueria Goku, and it just has a picture of Goku on the side of it. It's just like, sure, yeah, tacos for Goku.
Like, and it's not just like a Mexican thing. Like, a lot of, I don't know why we do that. It's just a thing we do where we just have a store and then we just like paint a character that you recognize and we just have them like cooking or whatever. It's like, hey, come to this shop. He's not here, but hey, you like it, right?
I think I saw a picture of a jar of pickles that just had a Sonic recolored green on it for whatever reason.
Pickle.
Gotta go kosher.
Gotta go green, but not for the planet.
Gotta go crunch.
Gotta go crunch. Gotta go fat free.
I gotta go Prince Kamali. I gave you the fake pearl. I'm gonna...
And you know what's even better about this part? I had pizza today, so...
So you were ready.
He had his own pizza party.
I don't want to go up the mountain. I'm scared.
You know, in the time that Pizza Joe was in the volcano, we built an escalator. You can just get on that, you piece of shit.
I'm still scared.
You see, I almost told myself, well, maybe it was just a way of validating the game that Kamali did something brave, but he didn't. He's just an asshole.
I hate Prince Kamali. Just end it right there. I
just want him in a jail with Drippy and all the other characters I hate.
Fee.
Yep.
All tied down in the middle of a road and several cars running over them.
Pizza Joe sitting nearby twiddling a mustache.
Drippy just playing a harmonica sadly. I could just imagine Esther taking the harmonica and stomping it on the ground like, you don't get to play.
You really like Dark Esther, don't you, Travis?
Oh, I love Dark Esther.
Shoves the harmonica down his throat.
All right, before we call it there, I want to quickly thank our latest patrons. Yapping Evie, Christopher Neville, Ryan Starnes, and Raymond Bellis. Thanks a lot, everyone.
Yep, thank you.
Your support is greatly appreciated.
If you are a patron who has chosen to take part in the podcast, you should already have me on Skype. Go ahead and get in contact with me and let me know anytime that you'll be available. And we'll see about working something out and coming up with things for us to talk about.
God, I really want to see that Travis action figure.
Me too. I want one.
I just wish we could do something like it had a button and said things.
It has 900 phrases.
We should do a collection of action figures, one with each of you guys.
All of which was some kind of item from one of our Let's Plays. Like mine with a sheriff's hat.
Yoshi with a purple Pikmin.
And Thorn with a piece of a wall.
Yeah.
Or a bomb.
Yeah, there we go.
It'd probably have to be a bomb.
A tiny me.
And all it says is myrrh.
Meh.
It's you popping out of Olivia Hole, dropping down art.
Oh, damn it, I was gonna say that.
Good night.
Good night.